Alright, so we're chasing evap, potential evap leak. Now, couple things wrong here. We're using a smoke machine to run smoke, which is working because I'm gonna unplug this here. See the smoke? Smoke is working. That's the valve cover that connects to the crankcase breather. So in theory, if you put this on there, see there's smoke. There is a lot of smoke. Alright? Smoke should be coming out from here. And it's not. So I'm gonna plug this back in here. No smoke. So that's telling me that this valve cover is no good because they have a built-in crank breather filter inside and it's no good. It needs to be changed. This is why we're running lean, because it can't breathe. So yeah, it needs to be changed. See, I'll close it, see if it'll build in pressure, but it won't. You can pause it and we'll okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Nothing. No smoke. So it's cooked. It's the filter that's in there. The smoke is going through, getting clogged at the filter, and it's not working. And I'm gonna unplug it again so you can see that the smoke machine's still working. See? It should be coming out like that. So this needs to be changed, man. Over there. Okay, we're running the smoke through the valve cover now. Here is the leak. Should be coming out of that hole over there for this, because we use this to butt into here. That goes back there. It's not coming out because that's blocked. But look, this solenoid, the gasket or something is leaking. So there's two issues here. This is sucking air and this is blocked air. So that's why the car is acting weird. For as far as the RPMs and throttle, jump in and all that stupid stuff.
I think I got
so
the
valve cover, the solenoid here, it has a leak. And down there should be air coming out through there and it's not.
No,
that's for this hose that I butted to this to use for the smoke machine. So that's coming out because I got that open. So it's working. But there's your leak right there. So the valve cover and this solenoid, it must be a gasket or something, it's sucking air. So that's the problem. So valve cover needs to be replaced because the crankcase is clogged, and the solenoid.
You sure?
And I'm working on the fuel to find out what's wrong with the fuel. Mira, pon un toballo ahí just to see. Just stuff it in there. Oh yeah, look at that, look at that. Look at that when you did that.
Every time I push. Look.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the leak. See, it's pushing. Yeah, it's leaking.
Probably the gasket.
Yeah, the gasket. All right, Danny. So, yeah, that's what we have here.
Wish that gasket's on the valve cover.
Yeah, so valve cover is a problem, and this is a problem, and then I got to find out what's wrong with the fuel. So I'm going to smoke test the fuel system. Probably, in my opinion, without looking at it, I would assume the vent valve is plugged up somewhere. Okay, smoke test. The rear. We checked the front seat. We checked underneath. There's no leaks as far as any smoke or anything. So, but all the pressure is coming back. So what's that telling me? That there is a block in the system. See, it keeps trying to keep coming out. So there's a block in the system. So that's why we can't fill past half a tank. So we know, Danny, we know it's not the charcoal canister because we replaced it, right? We know that it's not the DTML because we replaced it. We know it's not the solenoid because we replaced it. So we know it's this is not causing the RPMs to jump because before we were able to fill the gas tank up when they put the fuel pump wrong. It didn't seat right, so and all the fumes was venting inside the car, so we were able to fill the tank. Now we can't fill the tank when the dealership reseated it properly, and now it cannot fill the tank. So that's what that's saying is there is the vent valve for the fuel tank, okay, is clogged somewhere. It needs to be taken apart, cleaned, and something, but it's clogged. It has to be. There's a blockage. That's why all the fumes are being trapped in here. So every time you try to pump, it kicks back and you can't fill the tank because it's clogged. So we got 3 issues, and this car should be good. We got the vent valve needs to be cleaned and blow air through for the fuel tank. So we just got to take apart all the lines for the fuel tank and clean it out, right, with air. And then we got the solenoid on the valve cover. The seal must be done because it's leaking. And then we got the breather crankcase it's no good. It's blocked. So we have to change the valve cover, change that solenoid gasket seal, okay? And then and back here we have to change the rear shocks. Needs to be changed both sides because we didn't change them. And we need to change the vent valve, you know, just clean it. It should be good. You're probably going to see a bunch of crud in there for when it overflowed the charcoal canister. It probably went through the line and plugged it when it was leaking fuel from the charcoal canister from being saturated. So that's the only explanation that why this car is acting up. You know, so we got that solenoid, valve cover, the vent valve, clean all the lines for the fuel, and both shocks, and the air pressure sensor monitor thing that you showed Brenda, replace that, and this thing should be good to go. Oh, and the LED lights in the interior, so please change those. I did do a couple things already, but yeah, and I changed the air filter, and I did do those lights on the thing. They weren't done. Yeah, so if you can get that done, this car should be good to go. And I did check the seal on here. Seal's actually pretty good. So yeah, we don't have a leak in the fuel system. We just got a blockage. We got a leak and a blockage up front, and we got a blockage back here. Okay? All right.